Have you ever been so excited for your weekend plans that you push all of your Friday work to Monday? Same. It feels like such a smart choice on Friday and such a bad choice on Monday, because it starts your week in a spiral of blame, shame, and regret. Today, we'll explore how to navigate this spiral and how to break the Friday-Monday cycle in the future. Hi, I'm Rosie Acosta, a meditation teacher here at Headspace. And this is Sunday Scaries, the place where we bridge the gap between your weekend plans and the reality check that comes when Monday rolls around. If you're tuning in because you left yourself a mountain of work, you're in the right place. And you're not alone. I've been there too. Together, we'll acknowledge the stress of where we're at, and then we'll get into some exercises and tools to help you create space for a fresh, curious start for the week ahead. You may have listened to previous episodes of Sunday Scaries with Andy or Dora, and we're so excited to be sharing a new group of episodes with you, with me as your host and guide. We're trying a little something new, with some more exercises and longer meditations. We hope you love it. So, if you'll indulge me, I want to tell you a story of what happened to me a few Fridays ago. My best friend, who I hadn't seen in years, was coming in for a visit. We were so excited. We had 3 things planned for the weekend. Number 1, become one with the couch. Number 2, talk the entire time. And number 3, eat all of the snacks. So I've got this cozy dream weekend on the horizon. My friend's flight was arriving in 4 hours, which technically gave me enough time to prep for this huge presentation I had on Monday. I tried to focus, I promise I did try. But before I knew it, my discipline had gone straight out the window. And I had convinced myself that none of this needed to get done today. I'll come in early on Monday and breeze right through it. I shut my laptop, I got my keys, and headed straight for the store for one final snack run. It was the best weekend and exactly what we both needed. But by Sunday night, it really hit me. You know that anxiety that builds up, and then finally, when you have enough time to stop and think about it, it just really hits you? I began to freak out about the presentation I'd put aside. My thoughts were spiraling and creating this mucky soup of discomfort. Any of this sounding familiar? If so, you'll love this. We're going to explore how to identify the core emotion you're feeling and how to use it to create clarity. So we've covered the tension between Friday you and Monday you. But what's really underneath that stress? What's driving that feeling? Let's see if we can label the core emotion you're feeling at the root of this. Maybe it's guilt, that little voice saying, I should have wrapped this up on Friday, or why did I push this all to Monday? Or maybe it's a twinge of shame, like you're frustrated with yourself for not staying on top of everything. Or maybe it's not that at all. Maybe it's a little bit of resentment, wishing you had a little more time to savor the weekend, or just dreading the return of the routine. Whatever it is, these feelings are normal. Let's take a moment to check in with where that feeling sits in your body. Is it a tightness in your chest, a knot in your stomach, a heaviness in your shoulders, or that buzzing in your mind that just won't quit? Wherever it is, just notice it. We're not here to change it, just acknowledge it for now. As you breathe, give yourself permission to let that feeling be there. Relax your shoulders. Don't rush to fix it or make it disappear. Right now, we're just making space for it, space to feel it, notice it, and let it be. Just for this moment, let's allow it to exist without judgment. I'd like to try a little exercise together. I'm going to play a series of light, gentle beeps. As each beep sounds, I want you to imagine yourself carrying a heavy backpack. It's loaded down with all the things you didn't quite get to last week. Unfinished tasks, unanswered emails, lingering worries. Feel that weight pulling down on your shoulders. How it makes your steps feel a little heavier. Now, picture yourself finding a quiet spot. You slip off the backpack and swing it around in front of you. It feels heavy in your hands as you set it down on the ground. With each beep, imagine yourself unzipping the bag and taking out one heavy book. Maybe this book is the email you've been putting off, or that project that keeps weighing on your mind. Take out the book and set it aside, feeling the weight leave your hands. With each beep, you reach into the backpack and take out another book. Maybe this one is a conversation you've been avoiding, or a task that feels unfinished. Set it down gently, noticing how the backpack feels a bit lighter each time you take a book out. Your shoulders start to ease. Your breathing becomes a little easier. There's no rushing, just taking it one book at a time, giving yourself the space to release each bit of weight. You don't have to empty the whole backpack right now. Just take out what you can, one by one. Feel how the load begins to shift, how you're making space to carry a little less, even if it's just for this moment. So maybe you're thinking, okay, that helped a little, but now what, Rosie? Sure, I've unpacked all my metaphorical stress books, but how's this going to help me for tomorrow morning? Don't worry, I got you. What if I told you there's a different way to approach tomorrow? A way that not only lightens your load, but shifts your perspective entirely. When we come back, I'll share 3 mindset shifts to transform Monday from a day of dread into one of possibility. During this brief pause, take a moment to focus on your breath. Count each inhale and exhale to stay grounded. When we return, we'll dive into those mindset shifts together. Now that we've acknowledged that Sunday night heaviness, that feeling of carrying a little too much, let's look at it from another angle. What if Monday wasn't just the day when everything catches up to you? What if instead it could be an opportunity, an open space, a fresh start? What if instead of feeling weighed down, you can see it as a chance to discover something new? Think about that unfinished task again. The one Friday you left behind. The one book that stayed in your backpack. That lone little ranger. But now after the weekend you've had, for me, it was spending time with a loved one who lifted me up and reminded me of what really matters. But use whatever the weekend brought you. What if you could approach it with a different energy? Maybe instead of seeing that email, that project, or that presentation as just another burden, you could look at it with fresh eyes. Ask yourself, How could my weekend's sense of connection and ease bring in a new perspective to this? What if instead of rushing through, you bring a little of that lightness with you? Maybe a sense of gratitude for the friends who get you, or a bit of the joy that you felt reminiscing about old times, or whatever you did this weekend and however it made you feel. Suddenly, that presentation might hold a new small insight, or that email might be written with a little more warmth, or maybe you find a way to add a little humor where you wouldn't have before. Anything is possible, right? Let's try this together. Take a deep breath in. And as you breathe out, bring that task or project to mind again. Only this time, let's try to see it differently. Imagining it as one of the books you took out of your backpack. Heavy before, but now the book open in front of you. What if inside that unfinished email or project, there's a new idea for you hadn't noticed before? What if a different angle or a small spark of inspiration is hiding between the lines? What if, as you turn the page, you find something that makes the work feel a little lighter or even a bit more engaging than you thought? Take a moment to let that possibility sit with you. Now, if you're able to, close your eyes and take a deep breath in. As you breathe in, think of all the effort Friday you put in, even if it didn't feel like enough. Picture them doing their best with what they had. And as you exhale, let go of any pressure for things to be perfect. Think of Monday as a new page in that book you've been carrying, a page that hasn't been written yet. With each breath, imagine turning to that blank page, ready to be filled, but without any pressure to get it all right. It's just a chance to see what could be there, to let a little curiosity lead the way. With each breath, letting go of any judgment you might be holding. Begin to let it fall away like an old story. You're not behind. You're just starting a new chapter right here, right now. Let each breath be a reminder that you're allowed to explore what comes next without needing to know all the answers. This moment, this breath is your starting point. Even if Friday you didn't plan ahead, Monday is still a fresh page, a new chapter waiting to be written. It's not about catching up or feeling perfectly prepared. It's about moving forward one small step at a time with curiosity and a bit of self-compassion, or at least have that be the intention, right? You already have everything you need within you to meet this week with an open mind. So here's a simple challenge for this week. When Monday starts to feel overwhelming, pause. Ask yourself questions, maybe something like, what's one new perspective I can bring to this moment? Is it possible that this weekend helped me be more patient with a coworker? Or did this weekend help me calm my nervous system so I can come up with better ideas? I'm Rosie Acosta, and thank you for spending time with me on Sunday Scaries. So how did it turn out for me? Well, Monday me managed to pull it off. Sure, I didn't have every detail perfectly planned out, but here's the thing. I showed up, brought a bit of that weekend joy with me, and I actually found some inspiration I wasn't expecting. That presentation came together better than I'd imagined, with a few creative ideas I hadn't seen coming. And the emails, they got answered one by one, without the world falling apart. By the way, does it ever? Turns out Monday doesn't have to be a burden at all. It's just another opportunity to start fresh, and I'll be right here cheering you on. We'll meet again next Sunday, but until then, be gentle with yourself. You've got this. Sunday Scaries is a Headspace Studios original podcast. It's executive produced by Morgan Seltzer and Sarah Cohen. It's produced by Robin Hopkins and Taylor Jennings Brown. It's hosted by Rosie Acosta and written by Renee Colvert and Rosie Acosta. Post-production by Dan Kroll. Music by Scott Sorensen and Chris Murgia.